Junior welterweight champion of the world, Hector. Camacho. Lightweight champion of the world, Vinny. The Tasmanian Devil,
Pazienza has a lot of energy, fights with a lot of energy, and it'll be hard for him to box and to be patient with Camacho. Camacho is such a sharpshooter, and he's such a good counterpuncher that you have to offset that. And aggression, unless Vinny was a spectacular, very slick type of boxer.
Title that's up for grabs tonight with a split decision victory in Reno against Boom Boom Mancini. Combination work on the inside.
See, Camacho's such a good counterpuncher. Camacho's thwarting him at every opportunity. He's really let his hands go nicely. That's his thing, and he's gotten away with it. He actually punches off it real well. So depending on who's in the ring at that moment, it could play a big role in how the fight goes.
Your welterweight title on the line. Hector Camacho, Vinny Paz. The corner of Pazienza calling out for more work with the jab. Now he gets Camacho against the ropes in exchange, and once again Camacho ties up.
Pazienza's having a lot more success now that he's actually jabbing more.
He's fought differently in his career.
Definitely, he's much more defensive, and you know, he's probably just as hard to fight as he was when he was younger, but in a different way. Like when he was younger, it was like running into a fan.
Showing that speed differential here in the end of this second round.
And it's not just the body work, but when he has him against, like right there, when he has him against the ropes, he's got to engage him physically. He's got to push with him and maul him and make it where Camacho has to fight him back. He's got to take it to a new level. He's got to make Camacho fight. And even if Camacho's doing well, then he's got to keep him punching so that he can slow him down.
You see that right hand right there? That right hand behind the head of Pazienza. Now Paz tries to flurry, and Camacho says, I can do that too. Control this thing to not give an excuse where they could go Paz's way on the scorecard.
Right. Well, in my opinion, I mean, Camacho's underrated in the sense of he's seen as a mover and a slick boxer, but he fights. Like when the time comes, he lets his hands go. Like he'll get down and dirty with the best of them.
Here's an example of it right there. To see if Vinny Pazienza can find a way to upset the undefeated 140-pound champ. Is it a good fit for Pazienza?
Well, I don't think he's really adept at it. I think he does it just because he's told to do it.
Keeping Pazienza out at range, looking for opportunities like that right there. Pazienza jumps in, a flurry from Camacho, and he scores well.
Confident fighters in the game, like the way he's under pressure, but he lets his hands go in return so nicely. You know, pick and choose who you use a certain style with, and that style wouldn't work well for Vinny tonight.
Two lunging left hooks. Round 5. Joe Tessitore alongside light heavyweight John Scully.
He lands a couple punches or he gets hit with a couple, and then that goes out the window.
Not just because of the offensive opportunities he should be going to the body in the deeper water of this fight.
Right. You've got to make Camacho fight you back. Knows that looks better for Camacho. And yeah, he's got to get to the body. You have to go the first half of the body, ripping, digging that body of Camacho.
Here's Paz now.
You have to have like a bulldozer lead the way. And otherwise, Camacho can see too well. He can turn.
140-pound title fight. Camacho in the multicolored Tasmanian Devil, Vinny Pazienza in the white with black trim. So many fans have come down I-95 from Rhode Island to see their native son go after this world title. Got him in the corner. That's where he wants to keep Camacho, and finally he's going to work, but I don't think that shoulder push is going to be much appreciated. John, at times, almost catching Pazienza's punches with his right hand.
Right, he's got like a built-in radar, and again, he's so relaxed, he can see it coming. It's like, to him, it's like in slow motion. Camacho seems to have Vinny's timing down. He's able to anticipate what Vinny's going to do.
There's a big wound-up right hand from Pazienza, and once again, for the second time in this round, he has him where he wants to have him. Good body shot came in from Pazienza. WBO junior welterweight title. Double jab from the southpaw. Paz tries to fire in that straight right hand. A moment of success.
Has got to give him a mental edge. I'm sure mentally right now, Vinny's probably enthused, probably gets a little reserve of energy. Then he probably figures he's got something and it'll give him a little extra energy.
There's a straight right hand from Pazienza. Uppercut comes in from Camacho.
You know, if a guy is in there and he doesn't want you to hit him, you're not going to hit him. I mean, you could be in the ring and you could say to yourself, I'm not going to let this guy touch me. It's not going to happen no matter what he does. But you have to capitalize that and really push him.
End of 7. And a little something extra from Pazienza. Raises his arms. Round number 8. Pazienza taking on the undefeated champion Hector Macho Camacho. Camacho holding, Pazienza trying to let loose, and he fights his way out of it.
That's what he needs to do. He needs to not see and plow forward with both hands blazing.
Pazienza trying to rally support here in Atlantic City. Straight right hand against the southpaw, and now they both exchange. Trying to wind up that right hand. A very energetic Pazienza. 85, a little over 4.5 years ago. Camacho picking his spots. Fight in Atlantic City. The constant theme that has been put forth by Lou Duva and Kevin Rooney. You heard it once again cemented. You're waiting too long. Get out there and punch. What I think is frustrating is they realize what a simple concept it is. The problem is it's tough to execute against the well-skilled and athletically gifted Camacho. Good straight left hand from Macho.
He's really a gifted fighter when you're really watching.
He has all the tools.
Right, and it shouldn't be a secret. I mean, that's Camacho's thing. Like he does that in all his fights. So it's no secret.
Well, we know it's no secret to Pazienza, but really it shouldn't be a secret to Tony Perez, the referee, either.
Well, no, that's what I mean, but
you should also be doing their prep work on a fight and what they're going to get their hands on.
Oh, definitely, yep.
Pazienza lunges in once again. So trying to find that elusive target that is Hector Camacho. End of 9. The undefeated Hector Macho Camacho, round number 10.
I tend to think Vinny's probably the type that will fight harder, though.
Doesn't take long to figure that out if you've been around Vinny Pazienza. He is pure passion. Camacho picking him off once again. Staying away, pairing punches. Completely agree, John Scully. Paz now trying to position Camacho into that corner, but didn't fire off enough, and Camacho escapes. Misses with the left hand. Camacho gets out to the side again, and you can see now a cut that is opened up, and boy, that's a bad cut above the left eye of Pazienza. It is now streaming blood. The troubles of a cut above the left eye. Nice sharp left hand from Camacho. Six minutes to go to see who will take home the WBO's junior welterweight title. Hector Camacho seemingly ahead on the scorecard. The fight, the last 2 times Pazienza reached this level of a fight, he came up on the losing side. That was against Mayweather back in November of '88. and Haugen in February of that year, and a point deduction here doled out from referee Tony Perez. Perez, at this point, you can skip the warnings and get right to the deductions, and there's the frustration from Pazienza again.
And just let the clock run out.
The Boo Birds flying here at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. The crowd not appreciative of what's gone down here in this 11th round. Pazienza charges in, and look at this.
And vigor and his whole body's just energized, and he wants to fight so hard and so bad. But he could run the risk of doing something out of the ordinary and maybe getting himself more points taken off.
It's already happened earlier in this round. The 11th round, by far the ugliest of this fight. Camacho scores with a combination. But he has been troubled by the defensive prowess of Camacho, and now dealing with a cut above that left eye. Streaming blood down the side of his face.
I think he's boxing good, keeping his distance, and he'll probably, just like that, he'll try and grab and hold and tie him up. Really good execution of a guy that knows he's ahead.
Sweeping right hand from Pazienza moments ago. For the next 90 seconds, he should retain his title.
You have to throw your hands, the biggest shots you can muster.
Nothing to lose.
He has to know he's losing a decision, and he's just got to let it go. You have to fight like a desperate man, because
Pazienza pull it off. Straight right hand deflected by Camacho. Pazienza complaining about the cut for a moment. Now refocused. Another right hand off to the side. Camacho up on his toes, out at range. Playing stay away. Puts that stiff right arm out there, keeping his range. Lunging left hand, straight right. Pazienza goes to the body with a flurry. Combination up top. Camacho gets away. Spins out of there. Final seconds, Camacho holds on. Both men raise their arms. Michael Buffer has the official score.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the official scoring. Jose Salcedo scores the bout 117 to 116. John Rupert scores it 115 to 112. And Richard F. Murray scores it 119 to 109 for the winner. And still champion Hector Macho.
The Macho Man, 39-0. He retains his title.